Hi everybody, it's Julia here. A while ago, I showed how I make my Traveler's Notebook inserts, and I thought today I'm going to show how I decorate them. So what I do is I typically start with a color scheme or an element, an icon, something to get me started. And I'm sort of creating a little recipe for myself, partly to make a bit more fun, because I have one, you can see here on the left side is where I plan and do that, and on the right side I have like, remember to do that, or da da da, that kind of stuff. But I sort of want them to be a bit broken up, so it doesn't feel like I have all this white space. Uh, so I need a little bit of a recipe to make it pretty. So here what I do is I start with the black and white sort of floral. It has, it's actually fabric tape. So I put that on, and then I have a little label in the middle of the page. And those are just cut out, printed from the internet, and then cut them out doing that. I'm stamping my week date up here next to that tape in Lilac Lane Umbrella Craft ink. And then I take one of these little birds and I fussy cut them from a Maggie Holmes paper. And then on the left side, you see I have the line to divide the dates, and then I just use a roller date stamp to stamp the dates. So that depends. Sometimes I use stickers for numbers, sometimes I use roller stamps to add a date. I sort of vary, but I think it's really fun. So for this, it's July. I decided to go with sort of lilac and then navy for the colors. And obviously I'm going to add more colors, but it sort of helps to have some form of recipe or colors, icons that you're going to keep throughout. I find that partly it's easier to create, it looks really good, and then yeah, it tends to look good when you have a set color scheme or elements and you sort of repeat. Now it can be different. Sometimes I do this and I know like I'm going to have something in the middle, something in the corner, but that what that is could vary. So I know sometimes I use stickers from like Jerlissy and just pop them around the page, but they're sort of in the same place. I don't know. I like how that looks anyway. It's really easy to do. Um, so yeah, the only thing I didn't show you was like how I do my lines, but I think you can figure out how to do lines. The last week in July is only one day, so I'm going to do something fun on that page, but I'm not sure what to do yet. So when in doubt, continue on with something else. um, so yeah, I don't know what I'm going to put in those labels, but they're there to sort of break up the page because they're pretty long and narrow because it's a traveler's notebook. On the front, I just used the same kind of label, but a round one, and I just put 7 because it's number 7 month, and just wrote July 2017 in that lavender color. And I'm going to leave it at that. Here I have drawn up my calendar. Here you can see what we just did. And I sort of felt like I wanted something on that 31 week, so I decided to pull out some embellishment and just make like a little cluster. There's not going to be any function here, just pretty, because I mean we like pretty stuff, right? So I took one of those books, I first got that from a paper. It has that lavender color, really pretty, and that little peacock, it says hello, is really cute. Adding some of that tape. And then the frame is also cut from a paper. You can cut a lot from the papers. I mean, yeah, those 12 by 12 paper pads, they are a great value. What I'm doing now? No? Going to add some washi tape. Gold and white stripe. No, not there. No, take it away. Take it away. Julia, take it away. There you go. Yeah. Okay, just moving on. No? A little bow? Bows are cute. Okay. It's so fun to see what I do looking back. Something I pretty much always have in my monthly inserts is a pocket in the front. So I'm going to do that, and I didn't find anything in the note in the 6x6 pad. I mean, that one is like almost a goner. I use that so much. But I do have this paper, and if you watched my previous video, my video where I showed how I make my inserts, you may remember that one of the inserts is actually from that paper. So good, we can use the scraps. So I'm just going to fold a little pocket here, and in those pockets I put business cards, invitations, tickets, just random stuff. Adding some more of that gold striped washi tape. And if you live in Scandinavia, that tape is actually from Flying Tiger. Really cute. Adding some more birds because that's the icon I've chosen for this book to really keep up. Sometimes I use colors, sometimes I go with random, but this time I definitely using that bird as an icon, and I'm going to keep going with that. In the middle here, what I did in my June book was I did this a bit pretty. I put a photo on the left side, and on the right side I had the calendar page or something, and then I journaled like what I was planning to do in June, and I thought that was really cute and really fun to have that. So I'm going to do that again using that same sort of teal marble paper, and then a label, and then some books because I've been reading a lot and I think I will continue on. And that is the finished book, really. I really like decorating, and I feel like it makes planning a bit easier to sort of have pretty stuff to look at, and those birds are the cutest. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. If you want to see more, please subscribe and hit the like button, and have a really great day.